Let me tell you, recovery. My 30s are a blur because of all the pain. That was nothing. The colon, and we talk about the pain and the mental anguish. It was actually after the chemo's done and after the surgery. That's when you get down to the physical realities. You're not the same person anymore. I was a person who used to like to weight lift. I was a person that played basketball every day. I haven't done that since I was diagnosed, and probably a year before I was diagnosed. So the hardest thing about that is you're just not physically the same person. And that physical pain for me really came out in umbilical hernias. I like to golf. I can't golf anymore. But I did right after having chemo. I'm going to go live my life the same way as I did. Well, it doesn't work out that way. So basically I'd go golf, boom, I had a hernia. Now you got to go through the whole major surgery of a hernia, put the mesh in you. You think you're good, you pop out of your car, up, hernia. So I had 3 hernia surgeries in the 5 years after the surgery. So almost every other year I was having a major surgery on my umbilical part. So that was probably for me the hardest part, because all the pain that goes with that. No pain of chemo, no pain of cancer was really like that, just living with that hernia all the time and living with it all, and not knowing that was the problem too, because that came out later. Oh, you have a hernia. Oh, I didn't know that. Now you can explain why I have a splitting headache and my belly hurts and my chest hurts, And then I guess we'll say one last thing is I'm a hypochondriac. So the worst thing that ever can happen to a hypochondriac is getting cancer, because now it justifies all the crazy thoughts that you have in your brain about oh my God, my chest. I do have one, I won't apologize. I have one story about, I think this is kind of important. During the chemotherapy, you're a special person in the medical eyes. And when we had just bought the football package, and I'm first time taking care of my baby boy. And my wife's gonna go to the store. She's only gonna be back in an hour, just an hour, gonna run to the store. I've got the football package, I'm gonna watch the Browns. I'm excited, I'm doing the laundry. I jump up some stairs. I didn't time it right. I split open my toe. I split it open. So now I've got a split open toe, blood's going everywhere. I've got a little baby, and I'm sitting on the bed, wrapped in, my toes wrapped and blood's just coming, the baby's there, and I'm just like, so 2.5 hours pass, and my wife still has not returned, and this is before the age of, we really didn't have a lot of cell phones, and, she may have had one or didn't have, I don't know. And finally I had to call my sister-in-law, and I said, you need to come over here. I split my toe open. And as my sister-in-law shows up, I waved to my wife because she showed up. I've got my foot out the door, literally just out the door because it's to keep it up. And I go to the hospital, where I spend 12 hours in the hospital room. Because they don't know what to do with you. They got to contact a doctor. They got to contact your oncologist. They're worried about you getting an infection there because you're in chemotherapy, because your immune system's down. So you're actually put in a special area, if you will, or put away from everybody else, quarantined, if you will, but then you don't get the simplest of services. So that was a tough night, because all I wanted to do was watch football and hang out with my baby boy. So I thought that was kind of, for people to know that when they go to the hospital for an infection or something like that, they're going to be treated better, probably, but different.
For an interactive tool to learn more about your colon cancer and your personalized treatment options, go to mycoloncancercoach.org.